there's an opportunity to build relations with these emerging communities and help them become part of the reinvention of America. Because this is not about some diversity strategy that is looked as a line item and cost center. This is about fueling a growth strategy to help strengthen these emerging communities to become much more accountable for how our brands innovate, create new products, think and become much more authentic about how to engage with us. In fact, yesterday I spoke with a Fortune 5 company who told me this, that today 80% of Hispanic households shop their stores, but they still have a $25 billion opportunity gap because they're not communicating with them properly when they're in the store, or they don't have the right colors or merchandising, or they just don't have the right product assortment. So just think how much growth there can be if we embrace these communities for who they naturally are and what they represent. Because are we ready for 2050 when Hispanics will represent 30% of the United States population, and when our country will represent 54% of the multicultural community? I mean, we are soon headed where the minorities will be the majorities, and that's the case in Los Angeles today. In fact, did you know that by 2020, Hispanics will drive 74% of the labor force growth? In fact, by 2019, and these are new numbers from the Seeley Group of Economic Growth at the University of Georgia, multicultural communities, this demographic shift will represent 26.7% of the purchasing power in this country. That's $4.2 trillion. See, the cultural demographic shift is actually about reinventing our business models and how our business models are in alignment with how to best serve these growing consumer groups, employees, and small business owners that represent this cultural demographic shift. So in the C-suite, and I'll tell you because I spend a lot of time talking to C-suite leaders, this just hasn't been a priority. It's been thrown in the diversity bucket when this is really the last true growth opportunity. So instead of really paying attention to what it means to the bottom line, they spend time thinking about ways to take shortcuts, start mimicking what's happening in their industry with their competitors or across industries, when they should be thinking about what's the best strategy for their business model.